kind of wanted to go over some things you might need if you are just starting up doing hydroponics. I know that when I first started, just in about 2 months, I kind of was looking for videos on things like supplies that I would need. Um, I didn't see too many, and I know that it might help somebody. You know, and with that, like I said, I've been doing this for like 2 months. So I'm pretty new. I am in no way an expert at this stuff, and some of the stuff that I have you may not need. You probably will eventually if you get into it and you grow the same things. But yeah, I just thought I'd do just real quick, or try to keep it quick. There's a lot. When I first started, this was actually my first container here. I got this on Amazon. Most of the shit I got on Amazon. I don't have a hydro store close to me. So it was just easier and it's cheaper, let's be honest. So yeah, like 99% of this shit came from Amazon, and the other percent or two came from like Walmart. And actually one thing I did find at a thrift store, a air pump. But anyway, this was my first thing I got on Amazon. It's like a grow kit. They've got bunches of them. They're like 30 or 40 bucks. They come with an air pump, hose, a stone, and the little cubes, the little foam cubes, which I did not use. I used rock wool instead. And I have to say, this thing does really good. This is my second grow. This is lettuce. I can't remember the variety. It's like a butter crunch or something like that. Does really well, actually. Algae doesn't get in. It does seem to be forming on the top a little bit, but it doesn't get inside, and everything does great. So I mean, if you want to kind of try a little bit with like a sort of all-in-one kit that's cheap, look these things up. They're pretty cool. And that's, if you want to start, whatever. But to get going, I would say that, you're going to need food. I do a lot of lettuces. I had this whole thing going, which came from Amazon, and it did fantastic. And it was just full of lettuce, way too much. I think it's 108 holes or something like that. Yeah, it did great. I just cleaned it out, just got it cleaned up and kind of reset and ready to go for whatever the hell else I put in there. So for food, like leafy stuff, I would get, I used the Maxi Grow from General Hydroponics. It's easy. It's 1 teaspoon per gallon. Drop it in there. It's got a pH buffer, so it's sort of adjusted. I still have to add pH down because my water here, the pH is so high. It's like 7. It's almost 8. I'm just outside Phoenix, so we have really hard alkaline water here. So still have to add it with the Maxi Grow. So start out with something like that for your leafy stuff like lettuce and all. Next thing I would say is get your pH stuff. You can get the pH up and the pH down. I actually used all the pH down that came with the 2-pack the little bottle. So I just grabbed the big, the big bottle. I think it's quart, and it should do you for a good bit. Next thing, they give you with the pH stuff here. They include like a test kit, and the little vial back there. You can test, do the drops and this and that. It's a pain in the ass. Let me just say, best thing to do is just get you if I can get the damn thing open, just get a meter. These were cheap on Amazon. I got the cheap ones. It came with the ppm and a pH tester, and they do great. I've got no complaints with them. Instant read, and there's no guessing, none of the bullshit. So definitely get a couple of these. I think they were both this thing was like $15 or something. You don't have to collaborate them or anything. It's just easy. Just different little things here. Like I've got a chopstick that I use to stir shit with. A medicine dropper. It does a teaspoon at a time, which is really helpful. Use it for, adding this stuff. Mixing up nutrients and all, which kind of brings me to these. If you grow things like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, blah blah blah, this is what I use, and it's the the Flora series from General Hydroponics. It does great. Hell, look at the cucumber here. I've already gotten 8 or 10, off of this thing, and there'll be tons more to go. It just does good. It really does. And then the tomatoes, it does great on these things. It really does. So there's a couple other different brands, but I would advise just picking these up. It's easy. They come in a 3-pack. Everything you need. I recently picked up some CalMag because it's just good to have. Your tomatoes and your cucumbers love it, and it's just a supplement. It keeps them healthy. It keeps the tomatoes from getting blossom end rot, and it's not expensive, and it's just something that you can kind of add, and it keeps them healthy. I got this from, I believe, one of the grow lights I bought. It had it had the humidity and temp thing, which is really helpful. Glasses they send you with the lights, some scissors and pruners, some pens and paper, just to I don't know, keep logs if you want. I started doing it and I got lazy, and I don't do it as much as I should, because it really is helpful. If you're having issues, you can look back and see what the hell you did wrong, and kind of go from there. It's just a helpful thing. And then I guess your lights, you're gonna need lights. These are kind of cheap. They're the Barina LEDs. These are the purple ones. I know a lot of people are saying now to get the white ones, and I should have, but I didn't. So It's like you can get 6 of them for $100. If you're gonna get these, get the white ones. Don't get the purple ones. Purple ones do great for lettuce. They, honest to God, do. Like, I have no complaints. But from what I gather, they won't do well on fruiting type things. Um, they just don't, you know. So, um, if you do look into those, get the white ones, because they're kind of more versatile and they're newer. I think people are steering away from the purple shit, or the blurple stuff as they call them. Next thing you'll want to get is some rock wool cubes for your seeds. Super cheap. I mean, I think this whole damn thing on Amazon, like 100, was like $15. You get the 1.5 inch, and then you get the, you've got your inch size for, this, your small stuff. And then for like cucumbers, you'll use, the inch or 1.5 or 2, whatever they are. So that's something you'll need too. And obviously seeds, you'll end up getting a shitload of them. Probably. I did at least. Went crazy. I'll never plant all the damn things. But, it's kind of just, I don't know. Just, a few things that might help you. I actually ended up getting one of these. It's a battery powered pump. So what I can do is I can mix my nutrients up in a bucket, and I'll just take the bucket over here and fill the damn things up. So I'm not sitting there with gallon jugs and this and that. It's so much easier, time saver. It's gonna save your back, in the long run too. So yeah, that's kind of, I would say that's really all you need to start. And then, I got these containers from, Walmart. And, I just drilled, I've got a hole saw and just put, 2-inch holes in there, and, stupid ass thing. And then, just drop your cups in, which, a couple different sizes, 2-inch, 1-inch. I'm sorry, these are 3-inch, and these are 2-inch. 2-inch are, you can hardly see, like that, and then the 1-inch are these. So yeah, and then just drop your stuff in there. I do have some hydroton, the clay pebbles, just to put around the sides, to keep the light out, like I did here. These are like 2 months old. And I still put foil over that side because they kind of settled in a little bit. I just didn't want any algae. It's bad. That's kind of one thing I'm learning is, algae. I saw where people are like, paint your stuff black, like over here, like I've got 2 little, lettuce and a, coffee creamer thing, and then a pepper in a coffee thing. And the pepper, even though it's in a dark red container, the light coming through, I pulled the lid off this morning and it was green inside, and I was like, okay. So I washed the roots as best I could under water, cleaned out the container, put new nutrients in, and wrapped the damn thing in foil. So we'll see if that helps. Most of my stuff here is DWC. I have air pumps running to everything. I don't do cracky too much because of the algae. I just don't like it, and I don't think they grow as well. It's easier, but I don't think they grow as well. but that's just my preference. I'm not saying anything bad about it, and I still do it, just not as much as, the DWC stuff. Um, like I said, that's just me, but, yeah, so that's kind of a few things. I mean, you know, you're gonna get what you're gonna get, in the end. Um, you know, your air pumps and stuff, get the bigger ones if you've got bigger containers like that or like that. This one in here has a single stone, um, and it's doing fine, but, I guess the more air, you can't have too much air, basically, and you can't have too much light. That's what I've heard a lot of people say, and it does seem to be actually fairly truthful. So, but yeah, that's kind of it. I hope this helps somebody a little bit. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. I mean, I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope that more people start trying this. Because, like I said, this is my second month, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having a great time. It's fun. It's the food is great. I mean, this freaking lettuce is. I mean, I haven't bought lettuce in like too much since I started. I've had way too much. Like, I can't give it away fast enough. It's crazy. But yeah. So hopefully people will give this a try. It's not easy or not hard. It's not it's not crazy like people think. That's why I never got into it, is because I thought it was just, it's gonna have to do all this crazy shit. You don't. It's easy. You can literally get everything you need from Walmart or Amazon or both, and nothing to it, honestly. Tap water. You don't need spring water. You don't need none of that shit. Um, so give it a shot, and hope you enjoy, and good luck.